We are all pure, purity. We are all creation in its purest form. So when you come into the physical dimension, there are people who leave certain parts of them in the spirit, just so they can come in the physical and prove that it is possible to summon those parts still. So I hope that I've answered you. Otherwise, let me continue with this particular class. I hope I've answered the person who was asking their question. Kindly confirm. Thank you. Your equation is different and you need to specialize. Act like a specialist of that particular finger that is missing. Otherwise, so listen to me as I speak. Root chakra is the one that connects you, grounds you. So whenever you're feeling like you're not grounded in reality, we all feel it too. I'll tell you, everything God feels. Everything at the poorest man is feeling on the planet, we all feel it. Everything the richest man is feeling on the planet, we all feel it. Just like I told you, a tomb, where a tomb is, everything is felt there. So anytime you feel like you are not grounded in reality, and what does it mean by being grounded in reality? You cannot show up properly on Geb in reality for yourself. Then your thoughts, here I've written, your hands should always be straight on your knee. Your hands straight on your knee. So before I even go to the description of this particular image, and I'm going to do everything here, the sound, any that I miss, please, I'm supposed to do the description, the sound, and then explain to you about the thoughts. So first of all, if anytime you feel unrooted and undergrounded, your thoughts should be on your self-use. Your thoughts in the spirit realm. Before we come to the position of your hands in the physical dimension, your thoughts in the spirit realm should always be on your, how can I utilize myself to feel better? Should I wake up and mop my house? Should I do my bed? Should I go for a walk? How can I be useful in this particular specific moment? So that is your hands straight on the knees. Thoughts straight on self-use. Anytime you feel ungrounded, thoughts straight on immediate self-use. Even if that immediate self-use is taking a shower. Baby, sometimes what you need to do is just inside your self-use only. You don't even need to. Sometimes how heavy you're feeling in that moment, sometimes how the heaviness you're feeling is just in a self-use that you are not seeing, that is in your blind spot. So when you feel so ungrounded, turn immediately. How can I be useful right now? What do I feel like? What do I feel like if I do right now in this moment, I'm going to feel other than this? That is what you will be doing in the spirit realm. Now in the physical dimension, in the spirit realm, this is the most important. Physical dimension actions now come during emergencies. Maybe you've lost somebody in your life that you did not expect, like maybe an accident has happened or something that has just put you out of the ground. That has, the way you were going. We all have our tunnel vision, the way we go, the way we go, the way we go. And then something just comes out of nowhere. The winds. Sometimes they happen out of nowhere. We know that quantum jumps. Sometimes we are not aware of the quantum jumps that are coming. So maybe a quantum jump happens in a negative dimension. Maybe where you live, you get bombed, or maybe there's floods, or something just happens. You never know. So if you need to root immediately, now you get to this particular sound. Now how do you pronounce this sound? Lam. Now, when you're saying this sound, say it with your base, with your divine authority and rulership. Base is representative of divine authority and rulership. So, the lowest your voice can get. Lam. Lam. So now with your hands on your knees. I cannot put my hands on my knees right now, but just sitting down and putting your, whichever honor. Let me just tell you, by the way, when it comes to this, there are people who practice them very strictly. But me, I'll tell you, we live in the era of survival, where you feel comfortable as long as your hand is on your knees. Even if you feel this is the position, lam, and you say that lam with yourself, and that is the position. Do it whichever place, as long as you just feel like you're ungrounded and you need to ground. Guys, are we, you know, are you following so far when it comes to that root chakra? Yes, yes, yes. So please, in the spirit, I usually say, do things in the spirit so that you don't need to do them in the physical. This physical are survival techniques. And that's why most of the time they are recorded mostly by Asian people, because, you know, Asians are people who deal with formula. These are survival techniques, these things of the physical. In the spiritual, anytime you feel unrooted, channel your thoughts to how useful you can be in that moment. So anytime you channel your thoughts on how useful you can be in that moment, whenever you feel unrooted and ungrounded, then over time you will not even need to graduate to this particular level. But because we live in a timeline of emergencies all the time, if you get an emergency uproot, you get uprooted emergency without you knowing, without you anticipating, it just comes, then this is emergency. Physical dimension, how to dodge immediately. How to dodge immediately. Somebody's asking what today this is only a learning. Please, if you start dissecting everything, then it will mean that I start teaching you about the palmistry, which it's not a topic that I've taught yet. So right now, just carry it. It works. And carry it and practice it as you wait for the explanation. If you cannot practice it without explanation, then just store it until I will explain palmistry, fingers. A lot of you have been asking about that, but that's a topic we've not yet arrived at. The day I'll teach about it, if you cannot do this right now, you carry it and wait until the day we'll teach about the palm, how to read your story through your fingers, because your finger has everything about you. For now, these are the movements. Ne? I'm teaching the movements of Heka energy only. So, can I move forward from this? Is this home? Oh, and I've not told you the color red. Now, red is the color that you wear when you're ungrounded. When you feel ungrounded and you feel you need to take action, you wear red. Or if you're doing this and then you visualize color red, or you have red candles, red, some red aesthetic is red with this. Aesthetic is red with this. So now let me move on. Sacral chakra. Now, sacral chakra is that creation energy. And every time you feel like you are unattractive, uncreative, you feel like you're not attracting the things you want to manifest, then you go to your sacral energy. And where do you put your hands when you feel like you cannot manifest, like you feel stagnant? Thoughts on adventure. Anytime you feel stagnant, like, hey, I'm looking this direction, there's nowhere to go. Looking this direction, there's nowhere to go. I don't know what to create, I don't know what to bring here. Stagnant energy is unattractive energy. Then adventure. Sometimes you can feel even stagnant with your own appearance, with how you look. What do? Take your thoughts into adventure. Every time you want to improve your sacral chakra, meaning that creative energy, you take your thoughts into adventure. So your hands on your lap. While the right palm on top of the left. So this is my left palm, this is my right palm. The right palm on top of the left, the right palm, left palm, right on top of the left. And then the thumbs are touching. And the aesthetic here is color what? Orange. So you put your hand on your lap in this particular shape, on your lap. That is an emergency move. If you don't want to reach out, this is so men oriented. This works so well with men. For it to reach here, men are the ones who reach here, emergency. But for women, anytime you just feel like you're stagnant, just adventure. Change, maybe environment, change style, maybe change the aesthetic, maybe change, how you look at things, change, apply some adventure. Yes, mudra inaendana na the type of thoughts that you're supposed to be having. So just putting your hands like in this particular position will always, like, this will help you in a battlefield. The mudras are battlefield things. We are literally in the battlefield. This is the reason why I'm using them. Because I've needed them. I've been in places where I needed them and they helped me. So I'm telling you, we live in a timeline where we are in a battlefield. So that's the reason why having these and practicing them would help. But if you are past that battlefield thing, then just stay at the spiritual realm. Anytime you feel, your sacral energy is blocked, then just have your thoughts on the things you can adventure. Yeah, they're saying some comments in this live are filtered to protect the community's experience. Okay, or whatever you want it to. Can I move on from the vam, like the sound is vam. Now when you're saying the sound, don't say it with soprano. Soprano, female voices are meant to nurture. Female voices are meant to make things feel like they are welcome. Male voices are meant to assert dominance and command change immediately. So when you're doing the mudras, you want immediate change. So you want to do it with vam, 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 such kind of stuff. Now we move to the next. The solar plexus energy. The solar plexus energy. The solar plexus energy of do no evil and accept no evil. Here, hands between the heart and the stomach. In this particular position, thumbs cross. The thumbs are crossing. And then hands between the heart and the stomach here, somewhere here. So when it comes to solar plexus, whenever you feel like you need to call on divine protection, then your thoughts should always be on positive energy. Positivity about yourself. Anytime you need to call divine protection, your hands being between your heart and your stomach is, between love. The stomach is the circulatory system, supplier of love, and then the heart is the circulatory system, the supplier of love, and then the stomach is the what? The supplier of nutrients, the one that gives out nutrients and removes waste. So, whenever you are at a point where you need to call on divine protection, solar plexus chakra is just divine protection of do no evil and accept no evil, divine justice and rulership, Ma'at. Then whenever you need to call on divine protection, your thoughts should always be on your positivity about yourself. Guys, anytime an injustice has been done to you, and you start thinking negatively about yourself, you are putting yourself in jail. Ancestors hate that so much. Every time an injustice has been done to you, you should always focus mostly on the positive energy you're bringing on the world. More than you're even thinking about that person, the negativity, that person, whatever you are protecting yourself from. More than you're thinking about what you're protecting yourself from, you should think about how positive you are in the world. If you're a Sagittarius, just think about how much you've been a link between two lands for so many people. Think about the people you've been a link between two lands for. If you are an Aquarius, think about the people you've helped to know themselves. Think about how much you've been to yourself, how much you've taken yourself, the things you've gotten yourself out of. If you want true justice to be served in your name. Because guess what? Anytime an injustice is done to you, and you focus on that injustice that person is doing, you're turning into salt. You're being Lut's wife. You're turning back to look into it. Focusing on negativity is like placing your intuition on the things you don't want to manifest. So kindly, just take notice of this. These things, you might see them on social media. They are peddled. Some people peddle them without knowing what they are. But these things, they really help. If somebody has wronged you and you focus on the wrong they've done, it sucks you into the abyss. It will even bait you into wanting to do wrong to them back. It will bait you into wanting to twist the truth in your favor or to lie or something. No. Anytime something terrible has been done to you, place your thoughts on your self-love and your positive energy, the positive energy you've supplied. That's why it is saying, the hands between the heart and the stomach up. The positive energy that you've gotten from your digestive system, that will call your ancestors quicker than anything. If you truly want to summon your ancestors to come and protect you immediately, think about how useful you've been to them. That is what makes them want to, hey, look at how useful she's been to us, and that person is trying to stop all this. But if you start trying like, oh, they are spreading lies about me, let me now also start spreading lies about you. You're missing the mark. You're missing the ancestors. They are pure as water, as clean water that has not been contaminated by anything. So this is the reason why, when you start working actively with Heka, baby girl, careful. When you start working actively with Heka energy, you want to move accordingly in a way that benefits you the most. Because you don't know who is on the other side. You don't know who is inside that vessel. The default setting of the ancestors is love, emotions, true, pure emotions. That is what love is. And let me not even call it love, because emotion is when you hate someone that has hurt you. That is love. When you love someone that has hurt you, that is hate. So let me just say the default setting of ancestors is emotions. I don't know whether you get it, because when I say love now, we will be getting things twisted. So let me say the default setting of the ancestors is what? Emotions. And they respect emotions more than anything else. No apep. Emotions. True, pure emotions. No twisting, no turnings. Nothing. Because the moment you start twisting, now Apep is smiling. Apep starts smiling. The moment you start twisting the truth even a little bit, Apep starts smiling. Even if you were innocent. Even Even if you are innocent, the moment you start twisting the truth, Apep starts smiling. And the moment Apep starts smiling, it is now going to itaminyana ikue sasa ni mbaya hadi sasa you are innocent, but now it doesn't matter. You know, you don't want to get into such situations. You don't want to get into situations where you are innocent, but it doesn't matter now because of the way you acted, you reacted. How people treat you is their own karma. How you react is your own. So how do you want to react? Every time you need protection, put your thoughts inside your self-love and all the positive memories you've had so far. How useful you've been and how useful you even intend to be more to the planet. That is what summons, that is the true summoning of the ancestors. And the hands, thumbs as they are crossing, the hands in between the heart and the stomach, and then the aesthetic is yellow. The aesthetic is what? Yellow. Can I move on from that? Oh, there's the sound. Sorry. The sound is ram. Ram. And if you want to say these sounds properly, breathe in fast. Ram. By the time you're breathing all of it out, you're done with the first one. And then again, breathe in. Ram. Ram. They go a long way. When we explain the palmistry, you will comprehend it better. For now, utilize it. I'm availing it for emergency purposes. Because the world is currently ending. The old world is currently ending, and I know a lot of it. It's not easy to have it easy right now. And guys, please, root. Well, let's go back to root. Root, please. With the current state of the world, root. Keep your hands on your knees. Keep your thoughts on how useful you are. To-do list, guys, to-do list. And I will tell you this, guys, I have a to-do list up to the year 2026 December. Because the things that are going to be happening, if you don't have a to-do list, you're not going to be rooted. You'll be carried by the tornadoes. Have a to-do list up to 2026 December if you can. Just have something that will keep your head in your life. Even as the bombs are blowing, have something that will keep your head in your life. Roots. Roots. If you don't root, the way the wind comes, it will carry anything that is not rooted. And it is not just the wind that is coming, it's the waters that are coming, the fires that are coming. Root! If you want to have something remaining of you by the time all this passes, root! It is time to root. And rooting is very easy. Keep your thoughts on your self-use. Have a to-do list every day, guys. Have a to-do list every day. That is prioritizing you. Have a to-do list every day that centers you. If you don't already have, you should already be having. But if you don't already have a to-do list that has you at the center of it. Even if that to-do list involves sleeping every day. Just make sure you have something that is going to be keeping you busy as you watch the thing that will be happening. Because if you don't have something that will be keeping you busy, you'll be sucked in. A lot is going to be passing, my people. A lot is going to be passing. Now let me continue. We were at Ram. So let's go to Yam. The heart chakra, whenever you feel alone, lonely, Every time you feel lonely. Now this one is very specific because you're going to be putting your hands on 2 spaces every time you feel lonely. Yeah, the book of Zaburi helps too. Guys, whatever you need. Guys, and please, don't focus on the noise. Any noise that doesn't require much from you, don't give it anything. Only focus on the noises that require work from you, and give and then continue. Tenda wema nenda zako jamani. Ni kubaya, ni hatari. What is coming ni hatari. Roots. So now anytime you feel lonely, the heart chakra, your left hand, meaning your intuition in your heart. Your intuition should always be about your love for yourself. Positivity about yourself. Every time you feel lonely, positivity to yourself, from your intuition, and then usefulness to yourself from your memories. Anytime you feel lonely, be useful to yourself. And then intuitively, inside your intuition, love yourself. Anytime you feel lonely and you start hating yourself, you are starting to write a script. You are choreographing a script for self-termination. Because the next thing you're going to do is call your ex. The next thing you're going to do is start thinking about the negative things that your ex was saying about you. The next thing no! Anytime you feel lonely, start thinking about how you love you, how positive you are, you've been so far. Because for you to survive up to this point, you've been positive.
I'm answering for her.
Guys, you cannot survive for this. You cannot be alive if there's nothing positive about you. Anything, if positive things are finished about you, you are terminated automatically by nature. So nature only keeps you alive because there is positivity for you there is oxygen for you in the atmosphere. So focus on that whenever you feel alone. And just another secret. Forest. They give oxygen for free. If you've been in my class since the beginning, you know what oxygen is. Love. So anytime you feel lonely, just go walk in the forest. You'll get a particular thought that will be make you useful and start making you strategize how to get yourself out of that situation of feeling lonely. Forest, forest, forest and forest. So normalize also just whenever you feel lonely, normalize taking a walk in the forest or somewhere green. Now when it comes to your hand placement, with this particular hand placement that you have, remember that was the hand placement of the root. But now the left hand on your heart, because the heart is on the left, you know, your intuition on your positivity, and then your right hand on your knee. How can I be useful to myself in a way that makes me feel even more positive about myself? These are things you have to push yourself to do. Because sometimes the ancestors will not even show up. Sometimes the ancestors will leave you to push yourself out of certain situations or certain feelings. And that is where these things, they come in handy for you. So these are things that were invented with the ancients, and they've been preserved up to this time. It's just like Zabur. It's like Zabur as well. So they really help. And the color aesthetic here is green. That's why I'm telling you, even taking just a walk in the forest can really help. Can I continue my loves? Oh, the sound. The sound here is yum, 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 yum. And then next, we go to my favorite. This is my favorite of them all. Ham. The descendants of Ham. Ham is the Osiris, Asar. It is my favorite because we are the descendants of Ham. So that's the throat chakra. So anytime you feel like you're not supported, like you cannot vocalize your truth, then your thoughts must be on you. Do no evil, accept no evil. And remember, the stomach has the 5 vertebrae, which represent the 5 days of the week. So anytime you feel like you're not supported, then your thoughts needs to be on making sure that you do no evil and you accept no evil. Because doing evil is what will take away your voice. Accepting evil is what will take away your voice. So always when you feel unsupported, doing no evil and accepting no evil, so that is what brings your voice back. And as the descendants of Ham, African, this should be your favorite too. And you should see the reason why Africa was colonized. Descendants of Ham, Osiris, gets murdered because of what? This particular stomach energy, accepting evil. Doing evil and accepting evil. Because accepting evil is doing evil. If you accept evil, you're doing evil. So the world is, Africa was destroyed at the end of the day. When you get to the bottom of it, you'll realize that it was the stomach energy that was unbalanced. And whether there was a castration to make it unbalanced or whatever, at the end of the day, the stomach energy is what was unbalanced. So in order to put that particular throat chakra back, because the moment the stomach energy is unbalanced, then the throat chakra becomes weakened. So in order for you to strengthen your support system, your voice, then you do no evil and accept no evil. People who do no evil and accept no evil are very confident in speech because they have nothing to hide or nothing to run away from. And that is who we should be as Africans. That's our core. We are most powerful when we are very vocal, when our throat chakra is fully aligned. So now the hand placement is touch the tips of the thumbs. Putting your hands like this, touching the tips of the thumb. And then you put that particular hand on the stomach. And then the sound is hum, 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 hum. I do hum a lot. Like, this is my default setting, personally. You can have your own default setting, the one that is your favorite here. Me personally, this is my default setting. Also, you can tell, just from what I do, it's my default setting. So the next one we have Sham, 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 Sham or Shem, Sham, Shem, whatever. The third eye chakra. Anytime you feel like your vision, you cannot see the truth, then your thoughts, your hands should always be on your lower breast. Your thoughts should always be on your feelings. Anytime you feel like you cannot see the truth, put your thoughts on your feelings. Your feelings are the truth, baby. 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 Your feelings are the truth. Your feelings record how you spend 12 hours a day, 12 hours a night. They automatically know the truth. So anytime you feel like you cannot see the truth in the physical dimension, you can see the truth in the spiritual dimension. Now, finger after the thumb. Now, according to Mimi, I tried doing the patriarchal one, where they're telling you that you do the middle finger one. The middle finger. It's so uncomfortable for me, and every time I do it, I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I want to vomit. And me, anytime I do something and I feel like I want to vomit, that's me knowing that my body is telling me, do not even accept no evil. Do not even accept no evil. So I prefer this hand, the hand that is after the thumb. The hand that is after the thumb touching. See the way my hands are. And then you put it here. If you're a woman with big breasts, just put it on top of your breasts. Your breasts are they see the truth. So if you cannot see the truth above, go inside. If you cannot see the truth outside, go inside and see the truth. And the color there is indigo. The theme color there is indigo. And the sound, if you want to always have clear visual, clear vision, the sound that you should be having is sham, sham, sham. The color was blue, le bleu. The color for ham is blue, please. Blue is the color for throat chakra. So blue, and then this one is indigo. Is it making sense, guys? You know how you know this is true is it should click immediately. Whenever you feel like you are not sure, people are lying to you, like, oh, you are not sure, you are not sure you are seeing the truth. Go to how you feel. Have your thoughts in your feelings, and your feelings are a recording of how you've been spending your 24 hours since you were born. It is an automatic storage of your truth. So if you cannot see the truth, then you see the truth from the inside. And sometimes just how you feel will help you choose the right side or pick the right answer. Crown chakra finally. When it comes to the crown chakra, when you feel disconnected, remember what the crown does. It connects you to the ancestral realm. It is a rooting system. The same way trees are rooted in the soil, as we get rooted in the spirit realm, you know, with our head, the crown. So whenever you feel like you're not rooted in the spirit realm, then your thoughts should be on, do no evil, accept no evil. Do no evil, accept no evil. Remember, also the stomach has that umbilical cord connection that connects you right to the spirit realm. So anytime you feel disconnected from the spirit realm, do no evil, accept no evil. It will connect you immediately. Now the little finger joins together. And by the way, it is not a coincidence that they are saying the little fingers should join together. All these hands movements, they have explanations, and you'll comprehend them better. When I'll be teaching about the palm, whatever, we'll go back to this and you'll see why. So now you join the little fingers together like this, and then everything else touch like this. Inside, in your stomach. And if you find it difficult, the hand where you find it difficult to, put your stomach, where you find it difficult, like for example, you find it difficult to put it on your stomach, or you find it difficult to put it on your lap or whatever, then that is showing you need to do it more often in order to stay more connected. For example, if you do this and you find this difficult, then you need to do no evil and accept no evil more, even more. And the sound here is These are things that we should even be making music with if we were living in a conscious society. Though there are music that people that make music with such sound. So yeah, they are conscious people, but I wish it was majority. And the color there is violet. The color there is violet. My people. After that point, are we together? Apart together, across apart together, yeah, so I think this is it.
When you can fall, you okay?
This is what I wanted to show you guys today as my subscribers, because I'm teaching about Heka energy a lot. And I know that you guys are getting into the habit of fetching things from the spirit realm. So in order to keep that practice safe, just keep this with you for reference. And tailor-make it into your system. Tailor-make it into your authenticity so that you don't need to refer all the time. So that you make it your way of life, integrate it into your rhythm, and move on with it. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to do today. We've been doing a marathon this month. You know, we are almost halfway done. So manifest for me to finish the marathon in one piece, so that we can start our October on a very attractive note. Okay, guys. Manifest for your teacher to finish her marathon safely, so that on October we can start the attractive month of the first super moon of the year. That is going to be very beautiful, because we have 3 super moons left. And I just wish us the best, because so far we've done very well. So far, if you've done it very well up to this, after here, now it's beautiful. September is the last for you to go hard. So right now, guys, if you're going hard on something, just go hard until equinox. And then we start having now the super moon energy, super moon 1, super moon 2, super moon 3. Then we call it a year. So kindly take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow in the crusade. Yes, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys, inside our crusade as usual. Take care of yourself, prioritize yourself, be loyal to yourself, choose yourself, and know that the world is weird right now. We are in a current state of the world where a lot of things are changing. Yeah. A lot of things are changing, and stay rooted and stay grounded, and don't be too distracted. So much that with the collective consciousness, so much that you forget about yourself. Don't be too distracted with your neighbor, so much that you forget about yourself. Don't be too distracted with the outside world, so much that you forget about yourself. Root, and see you tomorrow. Bye, and I love you guys. Mwah. Yeah, grounded and peaceful. Till tomorrow. Oh, yeah.